Gene Hackman was the blue-collar common man on screen. It was no act.
You know, I did a lot of things. I sold shoes, I drove a truck, drove a cab, I jerked sodas.
He grew up loving movies starring Jimmy Cagney and Edward G. Robinson.
My mother and I were at a film once, and she said, "I want to see you do that someday." And that was all it was needed.
At the Pasadena Playhouse, the aspiring actor met another young actor, Dustin Hoffman. The two were voted least likely to succeed.
Take a good look, Pop. I'm Buck Barrel.
That changed when he was cast in Bonnie and Clyde. Hackman was nominated for an Oscar, the first of numerous anti-hero roles from the 1960s on. The acclaim covered up a potential career disaster. He was fired from The Graduate, starring his pal Hoffman, after just 2 weeks as Mr. Robinson.
I thought it was like the beginning of the end for me.
Hackman pressed on, a ski coach in Downhill Racer, an astronaut in Marooned, and a second Best Supporting Actor nomination for I Never Sang for My Father. There were tensions on set with father Melvin Douglas, who had wanted another co-star. In real life, Hackman's own father left the family when he was 13.
When you decide to do a role, you choose both the good and the bad that's happened to you, and you try to make that come alive.
All right, Popeye's here. Get your hands on your heads. Get off the bar and get on the wall.
As fierce New York City police detective Popeye Doyle, a defiant Hackman burst through the screen in The French Connection. He didn't like playing a bigot, beating up people.
I wanted to be fired from that film the first couple of days because I was very uncomfortable.
Also testing his nerves, driving in one of the most famous car chases in movie history.
They would go right down the street without any crowd control, and it was really scary.
The role he wanted out of won him an Oscar for Best Actor in 1972. The award ignited a monumental film biography. From the Poseidon Adventure,
you can either stand aside and close that door to keep the air from coming in, or you can try to stop me.
To The Conversation.
There's one surefire rule that I have learned in this business is that I don't know anything about human nature. I don't know anything about curiosity.
It wasn't always deadly serious. In Young Frankenstein.
What is your name? I didn't get that.
And there was Superman.
Oh, yes, of course, you've been there. I do forget you. Get around, don't you?
Now a huge star, Hackman said he always liked the idea of Hollywood, but not the hubbub.
Personality-wise, I don't fit in.
It's been 5 years.
Hackman said his favorite film was the offbeat Scarecrow with Al Pacino, which was not a commercial hit.
I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game. In my book, we're going to be winners.
He was the basketball coach in Hoosiers, one of the best sports films ever made. Hackman was nominated for an Oscar again for Mississippi Burning.
You smile when the bulldozer ran over the black kid's body.
He won Best Supporting Actor for Unforgiven.
When he fires that, take out your pistols and shoot him down like the mangy scoundrel he is.
It kind of puts a bookend to my career for me. I'm sure I'll do other films, but I can kind of relax as long as Dustin doesn't get another one.
Our country. Yes. I didn't figure you for a patriot, Mr. Rohr.
Hackman finally did get to work with his lifelong friend in Runaway Jury.
I've loved every minute of my career. There's been, tough times, of course, but I like the process so much.